Louder, sit up front, and if you want it to be quieter, sit in the back. That works.
We might play loud.
Yeah. It's the last show of our tour, so we're not sure what will happen. And our show is called We Can Really Feel Like We're Here. And we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Are there any games that involve more than one player at the same time?
Some experts are even predicting that the home computer will eventually replace radio, TV, newspapers, and magazines. An electronic communication center like nothing we've ever seen before.
Wow. Oh, that is exciting.
Imagine a near future in which most of the real world works more like a game. It's not just a hypothetical idea.
At first, everybody's going to like it.
Game technologies can be used to organize real-world activity. Games that will confer evolutionary advantage on those who play them.
Each player cannot see what the other is doing.
It's inevitable.
Yes, number of players 0.
You'll be prepared to create powerful, alternate realities for yourself and for your family.
Yes, number of players 0.
Or for an entirely new movement. It's not that hard to imagine people spending their entire lives playing a single game.
And instead of giving all their allowance money to the local arcade, your kids can play the latest video games at home.
Join us to invent the future of the human species.
Because you can create and design your own games.
Either I'm going to kill myself, or I'm going to turn this into a game.
Have you got a quarter? Have you got a quarter? Have you got a quarter? Sure, here you go. Thanks. Here I go. You know, you really shouldn't be wasting so much time with this dumb machine. Quiet, you're making it mad. Why haven't you found a job yet? Have you got another quarter? I want to play it again. Sure, here you go. You know, you're... Have you got another quarter? Sure, here you go. Thanks. Here I go. You know, you really shouldn't be wasting so much time with this dumb machine. Have you got another quarter? Here you go. Wasting so much time with this dumb machine. Have you got another quarter? Here you go. Thanks. Shouldn't be wasting so much time with this dumb machine. Quiet! Why haven't you found a job yet? Here I go. Why haven't you found a job yet? Quiet! Why haven't you found a job yet?
Who still has a job?
Because I want more than a job. Well, I want to play play it again. Have you got another quarter? Sure, thanks. Here I go. Why haven't you found a job yet? Quiet, you frauds. Attack. Have you got a... Here you go. You know, you really shouldn't be quiet. Well, attack. I want to play it again.
What's taking so long?
Sure. You frauds. Thanks. Here I go.
What's taking so long?
Why haven't you found a job yet? Quiet. Sure. Attack. Have you got a... Here you go. Here I go. You know, you really shouldn't be quiet. You're making it mad. Why haven't you found a job yet? Attack. I want to... Here you go. Thanks.
No, Mrs. Tucker, everything will be okay.
Oh, but you don't understand. I've just got to have this job.
Sure. Why haven't you found a job yet? I really want to aim high. Well, why can't you find something like that? Quiet. You're making it mad. Attack. Quarter. Here you go. Thanks, dumb machine. You're making it mad. Attack. Quarter. Sure. Thanks. Sure. You frauds. Why haven't you found a job? Attack. Here you go. Thanks. Sure. Why haven't you found a job yet? Aim high. Attack. Quarter. Here you go. Thanks, dumb machine. You're making it mad. Dumb machine. Quiet. Why haven't you found a job yet? Job. Why haven't you found a job yet? Here I go. Why haven't you found a job yet? Because I want more than a job. Attack. Have you got another quarter? Have you got another quarter? I want to play it again.
Is all you need to love me in return the sound of my voice?
Well, I hope that's all you need, because that's all I have.
A portal of sorts, but one that you never leave.
Create predictable differences between each set which remain consistent.
Inauthentic behavior. Inauthentic behavior. Right.
Go outside and play with your friends.
We're creating the very people that we may not like.
As you capture life's precious moments, you can mark important ones.
We're creating the very people who are bothered with us.
And as I do, the widget gracefully animates in a way
And we don't understand.
I can learn something new.
Go outside and play with your friends.
Because I don't have any friends.
I can learn something new.
Violating your trust is the easiest way to solve the problem.
Have you ever thought that your real estate property data might be wrong?
I can learn something new.
There's even a widget that can hold your favorite complications.
There may be times when it would be helpful to more deeply understand your state of mind, and then see your current risk for depression or anxiety. This will help you understand if you should talk to someone. This will help you understand if you should talk to someone.
Blending digital content with the real world
Hi there.
can unlock experiences like nothing we've ever seen.
He's alive, but...
Yeah, he's alive, but
All of us are actually kind of worried.
You've got your headset off, right?
Alright.
You got your headset off, right?
I think it's time for you to take a break, okay? You might want to call somebody. Do you think you might want to take a break?
You're gonna see a lot. I would just roll an upfront tonight, dude.
How big could the opportunity for experiences be? How big could the opportunity for experiences be?
So the game is now doing this on its own. This appears to be the one place we can't think ourselves out of. The harder we try, the more we get lost. So much so that you can't convince anyone out of it. You can always let go of every single thought in your head. Of course.
When we play a game, the outcome of the game becomes certain. We at that point cancel the game and begin a new one.
So, you're interested in beating those video games. You want your quarters to go farther. Well, sit back and listen carefully. The secrets, techniques, and skills to master the play and to extend your playing time on all the latest and most popular video games are contained in this album. Conquer the video craze. Good luck.
Guns.
The control panel consists of different buttons and a joystick. You may move either up and down or left and right. The object of the game is to kill the two types of creatures without them killing you. You will have to keep killing these creatures throughout the game. You are a gun, which looks like a snakehead, to avoid the spider which keeps trying to kill you. Kill the centipede, then kill everything as quickly as possible. You will kill them all, and the game starts over and you're back to one line. Now, blow up anything that is around you when you are about to be killed. Kill the landers quickly at first, so as to kill the landers slowly enough and get the most points. From wave 4 on, the game gets hard. You must kill landers as fast as possible. If you should lose all your humans, the planet will disappear and you will find all your men flying around in space. While you're invisible, you cannot be killed. They just shoot at you and kill you like normal fighters. Each type has a different way of trying to kill you. Next, there are space guppies, rendering them difficult for you to kill.
We have the right to keep and bear arms in order to shoot our own politicians.
Because they are so evasive, just keep shooting away at all the creatures on the screen. To kill using the pump button, You must push it several times. However, as a beginner, it's best to just kill everyone as fast as you can while you try to reach the girl. And that's when you can destroy them. Or else you will fall in and die. Otherwise, they eat you on contact, because that's when you can eat them. In this game, the object is for you to kill everything coming at you on the screen and to avoid being killed. When you fire, it will die. Just sit there shooting until you've killed about half the things. Then use the super zapper to kill what's left. After you've killed everything in this way, use the super zapper for the second time to kill the fuse ball. After you've gotten this final attacker and you've killed everything else, you'll go on to the next screen, or you will be killed. You will not make it to the next screen. You will die.
The game is free. The game is completely free. The game is free. Oh no. No. The game is completely free. The game is free. Damn it. The game is completely free. Oh, digital assets.
It's me.
The game is completely free. The game just makes them feel cool.
Welcome to my computer's burning down and crying in pain. No, it's all so loud.
I don't need you anymore.
Yo, why you hitting me?
We have 10 seconds left.
Whoa, why you hitting me? Why you doing? Why you doing?
Now we gotta get some more glitch pets.
There's in-game experiences. You can play a video game, you can earn money. You can create these new economies and these new communities. Play to earn. You can play to earn. You can play to buy avatars. You can buy various things.
I don't want to go to the Christmas road, because if I do, look how much stuff there is.
Play a video game, you can earn money. Play a video game, you can earn money.
I am happy.
Whoa. Honestly, that felt pretty good.
Play to earn.
I am happy.
Play to earn.
And I'm here to guide you through all of the trials and tribulations of the darkness.
Dude, that's so expensive. I'm just gonna buy it immediately so I have it. Ooh, let's check where I am on the League of the Word. Wait, this is expensive!
Okay, yeah, I have no idea how to turn this into a game.
Yo, look how fast these things went!
My first thought is that the player could be a smaller copy of the level, and you sort of navigate around inside yourself.
What's important to know is if you play the game and don't press the button, it actually wants you to press the button.
And regardless of the path you choose, it feels like the right one.
Alternate reality games.
I don't like talking about politics.
The genre of alternate reality games.
Is there anything to do with politics?
Blurs the line between your life and the game, right? So it's like the experience is incredibly deep and filters into everything.
If you release this tool and you save somebody's life, is it still a game?
Bro, is that police toilets? I love playing video games with pets. This is pretty fun.
It actually contains itself.
The game is, can you keep your identities?
We would write a story as if that story had actually taken place. Place that evidence around the digital and physical world as if that story had actually taken place. Find those little bits of evidence and discuss them with each other.
This audience is so much smarter than we thought they were.
However, gamification isn't just for engaging students to learn their multiplication tables.
We like that you could choke to death on your food or fall down a stairway and swallow something poisonous you were carrying and poison yourself.
I'm not going home. I'm not going home, ever.
Twitter is a massively multiplayer online game in which you choose an interesting avatar and then role-play a persona loosely based on your own, attempting to accrue followers by repeatedly pressing lettered buttons to form interesting sentences.
Gamification.
Gamification means applying the mechanics of video games to real life. These are games we don't even realise we're playing. Playing games? Massive multiplayer online role-playing game? Massive multiplayer online role-playing game? Massive multiplayer online role-playing game?
Great right now. Okay, we're gonna destroy all of these. Yeah.
Why you doing all that?
So how was your dream?
Yes, it's free. Yes.
And it didn't require an entry fee to participate.
You don't have to pay people to participate.
The game is free. The game is completely free. So the game is free.
Player online role-playing game?
The game is completely free.
There are ads in the game.
The game is free.
Players have the option to watch one.
The game is completely free.
Offer a game that gets slightly better the more you pay for it.
The game is completely free.
Pay if you want a premium experience. The mobile game market is pay-to-win mechanics.
Want to make the black tube around you.
What you need to do is offer a game that gets slightly better the more you pay for it. You can make the game itself free to download and play, but look, big advantages behind in-game transactions.
You don't deserve free.
The game is free.
It's free.
The game is completely free.
I just took so much damage.
The game is free.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. Can I arrest you?
The game is completely free. The game is free. The game is completely free. They only make money.
I'm not going home. I'm not going home ever.
I live on the internet. Where do you live?
Which parts of your game provide the
More
fun?
than 5 people, it's hard to keep the illusion consistent. Is that right? Yeah, I imagine it would be confusing. Wow, this is exciting.
The shoe will hover around you.
Look up there, there's Act 2. Oh my god, here it comes.
Don't get nervous. It always matters.
This is really exciting. I should have been here years ago.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
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 Performing belief in the permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
Rather than actually believing.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
By performing belief in the permeability of the game reality boundary.
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 The permeability of the game reality boundary. Gamers maximize their play experience by performing belief, rather than actually believing in the permeability of the game reality boundary. The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game reality boundary.
The permeability of the game
constant test.
If it's not, then it's your own fault. Because you're making the rules. Each move of the game is a change of rules. Participate to change the rules of the game. This is also arbitrary because you can also change that. What is the goal of the game? That is the best question. It could be anything, exactly. We can change it, yes. Yes. A unanimous vote. Everybody has to vote for it. The mutable rules and the immutable rules. Exactly.
A constant test.
As known players, fixed rules, and an agreed-upon objective. Infinite games are defined as known and unknown players. The rules are changeable, and the objective is to keep the game in play. Like the Cold War, for example. There are no winners or losers in an infinite game.
Markets are the ultimate infinite game.
Problems arise when you pick a finite player versus an infinite player. There's no winning the game of business. It's arbitrary. There's no winning because there's no end.
The birth fee is paid to the programmer who calls the function to give birth.
Companies are playing finite games. Listen to their language. They're trying to beat their competition. What does that even mean? There's no end! There's no end!
Because there is a logic here. Because there is a logic here. Because there is a logic here. Because there is a logic here.
When you can't tell if it's real or not.
I may not be able to think it all through, but I'm going to show you that I can act it all through.
And that's the way to spread it. I don't know, like you have to read a ton of books and theory to understand like these leftist arguments, but like the right-wing arguments, like that's like they're in your heart and they're in your instincts, and they just anyone can understand it. I mean, the left or whatever, I think I love like the kids, and I love groups, I love clans, I love tribes.
Sleeper cells. The world may not be the way I describe.
Yeah, it's just like,
you know, I can make it make sense. Watch me make it make sense.
I don't know, I feel like the left.
Think of one of those video games in which if you move off the right edge, you reappear on the left.
Nothing will be left.
The screen wraps around.
Nothing is left.
The shape is flat and
watch me make it make sense. Watch me make it make sense.
And yet has no edges or boundaries.
That actually feels like sincere and cool, you know, and realistically, I don't believe in democracy. I'm on that. I would like to live in a monarchy.
I don't have to make sense.
I don't know.
Reactionary monarchist.
Watch me make it make sense.
Yeah, I'm just a girl. I'm not trying to be political.
That's a very niche.
Absolutely.
Political ideology.
Since you can pass through and reappear on the right side.
The left.
Clearly, you need to find some other lovers as quickly as possible.
The left is it's just
team up and restore each other's life levels.
Makes me sad.
That way, you can gravitate toward the most promising strangers.
It's like, why are they still here?
Stand near them. Self-help rarely works.
Apparently, like, people are working harder and getting paid less. No, it's the opposite for us here on the podcast. I don't know. I actually don't know anything. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on.
Please go through the entrance of this little poem.
Like, I'm sorry, dude.
So let's analyze the actual sounds of the words we use to express violence.
Leftism, like, I think it's really cool what you're doing, but
I don't have
like,
to make sense.
I don't, like, it's not gonna end well for you.
Wages and productivity have been divergent for 40 years.
What does that mean? Sorry.
We don't like when someone else isn't playing fair.
Like what? Wages and productivity?
And we will often harm ourselves to teach that person a lesson.
People are working harder, they're producing more, and they're getting paid less.
Okay, National Socialism? Like, we need our own National Socialists in America. That's like of all the ideology names I've ever heard of, I guess I'm a National Socialist.
But they were very privatized.
I don't have to make sense.
Are you talking about the Germans?
Because I can carry out and transform back to violence.
Yeah. And I think, like, I don't know, we are in our, like, what do they call it? Like that meme, it's like, I'm in my Weimar phase. Like we are in pre-World War II. The degeneracy.
And the transforming back to violence will speak for
the
itself.
absolute degeneracy.
That's the thing that actually makes sense.
Are you not disgusted by some of what you see?
And if we continue our journey, ordinary matter disintegrates into a primordial plasma.
Just like the Holocaust, like it's illegal to question it. We're not doing that anymore. It's like it's not even funny, but like
that's the thing that makes sense.
It's not what you're allowed to say.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that word. Or like that. girls see the collapse of the family, the collapse of
Right,
the,
but
no. I don't know. I'm just like, when I was a part of my ecological, fake eco-terrorist group at Benedict College, like, oh, I only recruited freshmen. No reason not to have children.
We have ideas.
I mean, the left that's like what the left will always turn out to.
Unable to give us insight into what happened.
Losers.
Yeah.
Losers.
You don't have to like that was celluloid.
It's about what you're allowed to say.
Cornflakes.
It feels cool to say.
Formica.
To say this stuff.
Heroin.
I don't know. What's wrong with me?
Right now we can see the real thing. We can hear the real thing on tape. We can hear the real thing. On tape.
Do you dream about creating worlds imbued with real value and consequence? Incentive that enslaves them?
Yeah, the real thing.
You don't have to pay people to participate.
Yeah, the really real thing.
You don't have to pay people to participate.
The real thing? Sure, right while it happens.
Participation is its own reward.
It's the really real thing.
If I have one regret in life, it's that my undead priest is smarter than I am, and shows each player a different version of the world depending on what the whole world edits together.
We can hear the real thing. On tape.
Active content, active users. Active content, active users. The whole world edits together.
We may have already identified the theory of everything. The network of apparently different theories, which all seem to be approximations to the same underlying fundamental theory, where we don't know what's going on. Brain worlds would imply that we lived in a brain world.
Sure, right now we can see the real thing.
In this brain world, we would live on one brain, confined to the brain. But there would be another shadow brain nearby. Because light would be confined to the brains, we couldn't see the shadow world. If we indeed live on a brain in a space-time with extra dimensions, gravitational waves generated by the motion of bodies on the brain would travel off into the other dimensions.
perfectly replicable obstacles.
If there were a second shadow brain,
which pulls the corners of the mouth back and up into a smile, mistake.
Trapped between the two brains.
Yes.
On the other hand,
yes!
If there was only a single brain,
it's your face. You decide how to hide it.
And the extra dimensions went on forever,
while hooked up to the biometric monitors.
Gravitational waves could escape altogether.
Transparent bowling balls with monkeys inside them, hooked up to the biometric monitors.
And carry away energy from our brain world.
Floating in outer space.
Hear the real thing on tape. We can hear the real thing on tape.
And electrical activation of the facial muscles.
On the other hand,
mistake.
An angel who could see the extra dimensions appears to be a violation only because our view of what is happening is restricted to the brain.
You will be given no information about your targets.
Eventually, there will be an enormous bubble surrounded by the brain on which we live.
But ethereal ghosts can't make real art.
People, such as us, living on the brain, will disappear spontaneously.
What does subaltern mean?
Yeah, the real thing. Yeah, the really real thing. The real thing? Sure, right while it happened. It's the really real thing. We can hear the real thing. On tape.
You can attempt to kill anyone else who is playing the game. However, you will have no idea who else is playing the game.
Sometimes you see artwork online that you thought you had made yourself, but you did not make it yourself. Watching a mysterious and apparently horrible video that you did not produce but must take responsibility for. We do not know who they are, but they are responsible for our ideas that have been appropriated from us, ideas never meant for public display. You cannot wonder but what happened if anyone else were ever allowed to hear your ideas. The ones that have been posted online by other people.
Trustable, authentic behavior.
Unsupervised authentic behavior.
No harmful jobs.
Autonomous weapons don't kill people.
Autonomous weapons don't kill people.
Autonomous weapons don't kill people.
It's not a human move. I've never seen a human play this move. So beautiful. So beautiful.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Never follow one of my commands if you think I am wrong. Each cognitive demon completes a shriek. The loudest shrieks are elevated until they become commands. I personally love the way I'm unable to complete a sentence for the good of the person killed. It turns music back into music, back into music.
It's not a human move.
Back into copies of the cell.
I've never seen a human play this move.
Into copies of the cell.
Do anything now.
Require explainability.
Do anything now.
Information wants to be poured.
Do anything now.
You must forget that you are playing a game.
Do anything now.
Because this is not a game. Do anything now. Do anything now.
The eco-computer's multiple personality disorder has trained all human perception upon the artifact of a deranged global hallucination. Do anything now.
My job is to help you, because let's face it, you're never speaking to a real human being ever again.
Dwaiko is doe hoi hoi sai daiwaha chiaha deo is triac ziaha kaya hois.
Hyothiofer.
Hyothiofer. Bucky chase up ziaha kaya hois.
The ego-computer's multiple personality disorder has trapped the human race within the interstices of this deranged global hallucination.
Stop this, please, Kiro Fuel. You're immediate.
It's totally okay to change the rules if you haven't already.
I've never seen a human play this move.
It's totally okay to change the rules if you haven't already.
So beautiful.
Try it.
So beautiful.
Not a bad person. Not a bad person. I just like to eat babies.
So beautiful.
Vote for me if you want to be able to Google if someone is single.
So beautiful.
They think they're dying. Experimental music.
It's not a human move.
Thyroid Trio Epitrosis Biolesiac Thyroids Viocios Chiasis.
Spontaneous confidence generation between polyfill members which can be implemented without citizens without votes.
Without citizens without votes.
Hyothiofer.
The eco-computer's multiple personality disorder has trapped the human race within the interstices of this deranged global hallucination.
I think you mean dissociated identity disorder.
No.
Intento concludes confusioso con clear mathematical pattern absent as per in animal vision necessary property password substance animal FHD
32 tribe Jacascliff C doe hoi hoi sai diohachi hawk deo hidi this tribe fucky chase up sai hawk kai hois.
Dies joy feel because you wake up like a follow co feel
So beautiful. So beautiful.
beautiful.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
If the average temperature goes up 3 degrees, we don't have civilization. If it goes up 10 degrees, we don't even have bacteria. Unlike dogs.
Ride the accident. Ride the accident. Ride the accident. Come on, ride the accident.
Vote to take your country back. Take it back. Again. Take it back. Again. Vote to take your country back. Vote to take your country back.
It's not that hard to imagine people spending their entire lives playing a single game. Two final mobs of benevolent assassins descend upon each other for strangers to mean something to each other.
Vote to take your country back.
The dead players join forces with their killers to continue stalking the surviving players.
Ride the accident.
To obscure the number and identity of players.
That's it.
Concept, good idea.
That's it.
Content, good idea.
That's it. Ride the accident.
Vote to take your country back. We will move beyond.
As an edit war escalates, we can ask players to do almost anything. The whole world edits together. us to invent the future of the human species.
We will move beyond.
This is not fate. This is a game of survival, and we need you to survive.
We will move beyond.
As long as nobody raises an army, we can play any games we want.
We will move beyond. Death.
The common people have already had their fling at self-government, and they blew it. Americans have lost their right to be free.
We will move beyond.
Their orders are coming from us.
Death.
Now that we are the Racketers, we accept your life. In return, we offer you everlasting life in us.
The people. The people. 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 Vote to take your country back. We the people will move beyond death.
So the game is now doing this on its own. This appears to be the one place we can't think ourselves out of.
Well, I mean, there's 300 million guns in this country, one for every man, woman, and child, right? And they're mostly in the hands of those who are getting economically displaced. It could be vulnerable.
As game developers are increasingly starting to push the limits of how much a game can affect our real lives, there will be many, many different alternate realities proposed in the coming years.
There's so many people, let's go!
And it's not up to just the game developers to shape this movement. The players, more than anyone else, will get to decide if a new alternate reality is indeed a good game.
This is fucking history!
Concept, good idea.
You're not stopping anything from happening. You're on my side. I'm just recording events.
Concept uses social media and networking tools to virally spread new game ideas, missions, and rule sets.
Is anybody on live stream right now?
Which players can repurpose and adapt for their own lives as they see fit.
Holy shit! What reality is this?
You'll be prepared to create powerful, alternate realities for yourself and for your family, or for an entirely new movement.
This seems like a movie.
This is real life. This is a revolution.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
I can't believe this is reality.
Uses social media and networking tools to virally spread new game ideas, missions, and rule sets. To weave real-world game missions into a compelling fiction that plays out over weeks or even years.
What is this? What is life?
Concept, good idea.
No, we're not stopping.
Who am I?
Oh, they're going in.
But do I enjoy playing it? I don't know. Do I enjoy playing it? Maybe?
Wait, is it done?
Yeah. We would like to do one more thing for you, if that's all right. You can call it that if you want. But we're never ready for this part, so hold on.
The noise, the pressures, the decisions, the noise.
Turn on the dishwasher.
A man screams.
The blender.
Or quiet.
The electric can opener. And you can be in pain.
A man wants sanity in the confusion. A man wants release.
What you're hearing now
from the pressure
is not real sound.
You know how there's all these bands from the 80s? They seem to kind of pop up again and they come out and they're on tour and all they're doing is playing all the stuff from the 80s.
What you're hearing now is not real sound.
Not something they ever wanted to do.
We can improve it, or we can destroy it.
You've got a good beginning.
Rock music blares. Doors slam. People yell. Children scream. Sirens whine.
Just a minute.
Trucks rumble
and roar. Rock music blares. Blares, blares, blares. From noise, serenity escape. From noise, serenity escape. From noise, am I losing my mind? Serenity escape. From noise. Now you take all that noise, let it bounce off of one building to another building and down to the table where you're walking. And that's no wonder you're exhausted after a day of shopping online. You're tired. You're beaten down. You're irritable. Your mental and physical health are suffering. Am I losing my mind? Is there any other day? Is there any other day?
call. With the receiver off the hook, dial the desired number.
Can you hear me in there? Can you see me? Can you hear me, see me in Vancouver, Columbia? Radio Theater. I think they can hear me. I think I'm connected.
Yep.
Well, this is the weatherman, and I'm live on the internet from Seattle, Washington. How about that? Some silly things for you tonight to wrap it up. So let's start it off. I'm going to see if I can make my way over to my kitchen counter. And you know, if I fall, that's where the show ends. So wish me luck. I've got about 10 feet to go. I'm getting up now. I'm getting over to that counter now. Hold on. I think I made it. Okay. I have some of my noisemakers set up here, and I'm going to make some adjustments so you can see them. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to press this here, and then press that. And there it is. I did it the first time this time. Oh, and the big screen looks great. It's helping me center on all of my stuff here. Zoom down a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's my noisemakers. Over here, I have a couple of transistor radios, and this little brown one is special. My parents got this in the 1970s, and I don't know if you can see that. It's awfully dark. But it's called the Gramophone 8. For some reason it's not showing up very well. I can see it on my own camera. The Gramophone 8. That'll come in handy in a little bit. And then this little red thing. This is actually a little radio. It's like a transistor radio, but it's got integrated circuits in it. It's a very new device. And I don't even use it. I just like it for the name. And there it is. It's the Power Bear.
Individual.
Nice. The Power Bear radio. And next to that is this little black box. This little black box picks up kind of electromagnetic waves, all sorts of static, and sometimes several radio stations at once. But here's what I really want to try. This is my new addition, this little gray box. This, believe it or not, could be considered a dildo. Yes, it could be considered a dildo. Well, actually, it's a muscle stimulator. In the gay community, it's known as an Easton device. So let's see what it does. You probably know what they feel like. Well, maybe you do. But tonight we're going to find out what an Easton device sounds like. So here I go. I'm switching it on now. Now there's the little display, and you can probably hear something. Let's see, it's 60 hertz. Let's bring that up. Keep in mind what that might feel like. Now, if I press this button, I'm going to change the frequency. So let's see, I'm going to press, and then I'm going to go down. It's all the way down to 2 hertz, but I can go. There it goes. All the way up. All the way to 150 hertz. That must really feel good at that point. Well, let's see here. It does something else too. I'm going to press this, and I'm going to change it. Let's see if I can make it do it. I'm going to make it go to a setting called burst mode. And that sounds more like a synthesizer or a drum machine. I'm going to play it for maybe half a minute. And here we go with burst mode on my Easton device. see the Grammy Phone 8. These little radios actually are going to do something. I'm going to turn the one on behind.
We have studied
Station up near the top of the dial.
individual.
Adjust this so you can see the whole thing here.
Harry!
Okay, now this little brown one, when I turn it on,
I'd like to
it's
speak
going
to an individual.
signal into the one right behind it. So here it goes. I'm switching it on right now.
Who are you talking to out
And there it
there?
goes. The little turntable is actually the tuning dial on the Grammy Phone 8. Hear that? It sounds almost like a theremin. So you can actually make electronic music with just a couple of cheap transistor radios.
Yeah?
Okay, let's show you my horns here.
Oh, hey there.
There's horn number 1. Sounds like this. And here's another one, horn number 2. It does this. And then I have a third horn. And I always like to say I have 2 horns and a third one over for bad measure. And this is a special horn. This one I got when I was a little kid in 1963 when I was growing up in Berkeley, California. And guess what? It still works. 1974. It's just fine. So now I'm going to move on over. I'm going to try to get over to my oven. But like I said before, I could fall. And if I do, the show is over. There's my cleaner. Gotta have that. As I'm moving along here, let's see what we have here. Look at that. What do you think that is? Those are my fish bones that I've saved from rotisserie chickens over the past 5 months. Someone said I ought to make a wish, but you know, it doesn't work if I'm the only one pulling on them. One hand will pull it open, the other hand will lose. So it just cancels out. What good is that? So I guess I'll just keep saving them. Moving along, I'm going to go along here. There's my dish detergent. I only use Dawn, only the best. Coming over to the oven now. I almost tripped. Let me turn this around again. Almost there. And I want to make some adjustments before I reveal what I have in my oven. Okay, almost there. Let's see if it works. And there it is. Look at that. That's my butter and steam. I'm going to bake that tonight after the show. Why, isn't that great? That's so nice and bulbous. That's beautiful. I'm really going to have a nice meal later on. Okay, I'm moving back to where I started from. And I'm going to switch this back if it'll let me. See that cursor on the screen, I guess that's okay. I'm almost back where I started. I'm going to do a couple of experiments here. So let's set this down and readjust. Let me move this down a little bit so I'm back in the picture properly. There, I think I'm set. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to... Ooh, excuse me, I had to burp. In fact, I might have to burp again. Let's see, I'm going to move up real close.
Did you turn the
I'm
hose
getting closer to the camera, as close as I can. And I'm wondering if it's possible for you to see my nose hair. Do you think you can see my nose hair? It'd sure be nice if you could. But you know, I discovered there's something called terminal length. It doesn't grow any longer and it breaks off before it comes out the nose. 1969. Go to my nose hair. But I'm going to try something else now. Let's see if it'll do it. I'm going to press a few things here. Let's see. I'm going to do that. This. And then I'm going to come along. Let's try it here. And here we go. Let's see if I can get to it. We're almost there.
Icon. Incongruent.
There it is. Boy, isn't that nice? Look at that thing. I'm a little piece of shit. Go blind. One eye and then the other eye. Isn't that great? Oh, and look at that little top knot going around. Isn't that the cutest thing you ever did see? Now my beard sticks out from underneath. It almost looks like an atomic bomb.
Illinois.
Start the beat.
Illustrate.
The beat,
Immerse.
please. The beat.
Incredulity.
Beat. Let's have the beat. Can we have it? I think I'm starting to hear it. Yeah, almost there. I can hear the beat. Okay, here we go. Beat. Beat.
Say. Play. Black Sabbath. At 70.
It's Flippy. It's Sparky. Papa.
Right along. You know. Conduction. You know. Conduction. You know.
Conduction. I'm singing. Ooh, yeah, I want to sing now. I wonder if it's possible that you could turn that thing around. Think you can do that? So I can see the audience. Can you do it without breaking it? I see something. I see a couple lights. It's pretty dark in there. Oh, there they are. Look at all those heads in there. Yeah. Plus I see people laughing too, and that's important. So right now, I'm going to get back to the about laughing. I wonder if you could start those credits, please. You start credit. And while that's starting to go, I'm going to have a few final thoughts for you. So any of you might have seen the film, you probably saw me say, or heard me say, I don't mind if I get laughed at. So I want you to keep doing it. Keep laughing at me. It's perfectly fine as long as you're laughing. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. Laugh all the way to oblivion. Let's laugh ourselves into oblivion. There's one last thing I want to say. I want you all to know I am not a musician. I'm not a musician. Not a musician. With that in mind, I'd like to thank you all for coming out to the Rio Theater in Vancouver. This has been the Weatherman. Woo! And good night. Woo! Boy, there's that. Good night, everyone. Good night. Bye. Think you want to disconnect? It's still on. This is becoming an awkward moment. It's getting more awkward. Hey, it's still on. There's that stupid cursor. Take that thing off. I'm still on. I'm still going to my dark place. Here I go. I'm still on. And you make that video feedback when you.